Nice rainy morning for you guys. Welcome to episode 70. In this episode, we welcome new crew on board. Alain joins us in Cape May, New Jersey. We make the huge hops from Cape May up to Manhattan, and we spend some time in Manhattan. Pretty cool.
Come on away the anchor, we're casting off the line. We're about the destination, the journey is divine. Welcome to the story of living our boat life. We're doing it our own way on Lady K. We're sailing away on Lady K.
Hey guys, what's up? I am in beautiful Cape May. Look at this place. Great anchorage, cool little town. The only problem is it is not very friendly to cruisers. There is no dinghy dock. There is no like place I can just pull up and go shopping or whatever it is. You got to kind of cheat if you want to land your dinghy in this town. It's also not very friendly to sailboats. Not a lot of the gas docks have enough water depth. So not loving being here, but it is beautiful. Anyway, I'm here because I have new crew coming. Sweet! Guy named Alan. He is coming from New Brunswick, Canada. He got a hold of me on YouTube and Facebook, and he was like, I'll fly down tomorrow. Cool, because I need you, because after I leave Cape May, it is 2 ocean passages. It's Cape May to Atlantic City to Sandy Hook into New York Harbor. And I'd rather not do those by myself. I mean, I can, but safer to have another person on board. Anyway, just finishing up an episode. When it's done, throw the laptop in the backpack. I'm gonna head into town to the Lobster House, which is a restaurant here that happens to have a floating dock out back. And they also happen to not yell at people if you land your dinghy there. I did yesterday because I had to do some shopping, and went in and had a beer and a hamburger, and then I walked out the front door and got in an Uber and went and did my shopping. So I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna order a beer or something, wait for him to get here. He flew into Philadelphia, and then he's got a bus from Philly to Cape May. And then he's gonna take a taxi or an Uber or something to the Lobster House where I'm gonna be, which is only a couple of miles. So I'll meet him at the Lobster House, and while I'm there, I'll upload the video so that I can get it uploaded. Oh, and it just finished processing, so I think it's time to go. Let's go get Alan. Let's meet Alan. Hope you guys are excited. I'm super stoked. Let's go. All right, just wait for Alan. Oh, I see him. There he is. Alan. There he is. How you doing, brother?
Nice to meet you.
Got the GoPro rolling.
That's all right.
Look at this guy. All the way from New Brunswick. Come on up, man. Grab a chair. With a wind bang. Hey guys, all right, so we are leaving Cape May. We got Alain.
Hi.
What's up, dude? We got offshore breeze 8 to 10, so it should be a little bit of a sailing day maybe. We'll see when we get out there. It's very cloudy though, a little bit worried about the system right here. But it does seem to be going out to sea, so that'll help. It gets it away from us. Anyway, yeah, this is it. We're gonna go up to Atlantic City. It's just 40 miles. Easy day. Doing 8 knots right now. We got the tide on the way out. We're chasing another sailboat out too. It's supposed to be a little bit bumpy on the ocean today. 3 feet at 6-second intervals on the stern. So it'll probably be really up and down, but try to get some sails up to balance it out. That's the plan. Hey guys, all right, so we are on the Atlantic. Seas called for 3 feet at 6 seconds. I mean, it's probably less than that now. It's not bad. It's supposed to kick up a little bit this afternoon, but we'll be in harbor by 1 o'clock, so not really a problem. We've been catching a couple of fish, just bluefish. I've been throwing them back, like, you know, 10-inch bluefish. Throwing them back, not really worth catching. We've got the jib up, motor running. We're doing mid-6s. Nice clean hull. Goes quick that way. Atlantic City, baby, right there. Not bad. It's Alain's first trip. How you liking it?
This is awesome.
It's relaxing, eh? We don't have a lot to do. The autopilot's doing everything, so we're just kind of kicked back. Pretty calm seas, pretty nice conditions. Blue skies, sun's out. Can't really ask for much. It's pretty good. Jersey Shore right over here. Yep. Pretty good. You can see the skyscrapers of Atlantic City just on the bow, which is nice. At least we have something to steer to. Fish on!
I think it's fish off.
Oh no!
Oh, I got it.
I think we lost it. Oh. No. Hey guys, 5 o'clock in the morning, Atlantic City. There's fireworks last night. Anyway, just waking up. This is the big hop. Atlantic City to Sandy Hook is it's like 80 miles. So it's a long day, but we're gonna get started. We've got light and variable wind today. Waves 2 feet at 6-second intervals on the stern. So it's safe. It's a nice place. It's a nice time to be out there. The wind starts on the nose and then it starts to switch around onto the stern. So it probably won't be a sailing day, but at least we can get this big leg taken care of in relatively calm and safe conditions. So let's go. Okay guys, we're winding down our 100-mile day. We got 20 to go. Starting to see cruise ships. We can see the whole New York skyline now. It's pretty sweet. Just coming around Sandy Hook in the next few minutes. I expect the water to get a little bit rougher. I haven't really had any wind today, but now we've got the tide going into New York, so we're doing 8 knots pretty reliably. A little over 8 most of the time. We showed up right at the right time. The timing just worked really, really well, so it's gonna suck us right into the Hudson. Pretty awesome. We plan to get there about 7:30, grab a mooring ball, and call it a day. Well guys, we did it. Atlantic City to New York in one hop. Over 100 miles. Woo! Tired now. A little bit bumpy out here in the Hudson. We got a tide behind us. We're doing 8.5 on the way in, but the waves are just unreal. Just washing machine all the time. Oh, looks good. Coming in for sunset. Hey guys, so that was our hop from Cape May to Manhattan 79th Street Boat Basin, which is pretty much the cheapest place to stay in Manhattan. It's $30 a night. You are also allowed to anchor there, but the tide runs through there like you wouldn't believe. So it's probably better just to spend the $30 a night. A few comments on that hop for any of you guys that are about to make that hop for the first time in either direction. The usual way to do it when you're headed north is Cape May to Atlantic City to Sandy Hook, and then Sandy Hook into the New York Harbor to Manhattan. We chose to skip the last hop. It was about 80 miles to Sandy Hook, and then you can add another 20 to get up to New York. Now you can do that the next day, but what's 20 miles in one day? It's almost not worth doing. And also when we were coming into New York, we were watching the tide very closely, and it was like peak tide pushing us into New York. So we figured, you know what? Let's take advantage of it. We'll be a little more tired, and we'll do the 100 miles instead of the 80. And it worked out really good for us because the tide was right. A lot of times you'll leave New York with a good tide, but you won't really have the weather window for the ocean side of it yet. So you go hide in Sandy Hook and wait until you have that window. Last year when I made that hop, that window was at midnight. So my first time being in the ocean was 15 knots on the beam in the middle of the night, which was kind of nice. It was a very, very fast hop. This time around, I opted to go for very, very little wind, and that way it would be much more comfortable and much less waves. And because I'm on a deadline, I can't sit around waiting in Cape May or in Sandy Hook for, you know, the perfect on the beam sort of a 15 on the beam day. I just don't have time. I have to clear customs, and got places to be. So yeah, that's why we took a no wind sort of passage for both of those big hops. And it's safer, it's more comfortable, and yeah, we had to run the motor, but we got the job done. We got the miles done. We got it done safely, and we made sure there were no storms. So, I mean, that hop is completely doable. I'm not sure I'd want to do it alone at anything less than about 7 knots because it takes a long time. So as long as you got a quick boat or you got some help on the boat, it's not too bad of a hop. It's pretty safe. The Atlantic City entrance is very, very easy, very deep, no problems, as is Cape May, as is New York. There's 2 more inlets in between Atlantic City and Sandy Hook if you don't want to run the whole 80 miles. There's Barnegat and Manasquin, I think it's called. They're not really recommended for sailboats. I think Barnegat will take a sailboat, but it's sort of shallow, and it's you read the entrance instructions, and it's always changing. Local knowledge is usually recommended. So yeah, we just opted to skip those both times on the way down and on the way up. And usually that's what people do. They just opt to skip those inlets. But in a pinch, if there's a storm or something and you need to get in, you can. Anyway, that is it for episode 70. Wow, I can't believe there's 70 episodes. If you like the channel and you want to see next week's episode, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you find it helpful, that'd be really cool. And I will see you guys in a week.